there! Welcome to the James I. Gibson Library. It's part of my kingdom here in Henderson, Nevada. Today we're going to explore how the library works because any princess must know how every piece of her city works. So I'm going to become queen, and if I don't know how everything works, then what will I do? Let's go. First, we'll explore all the parts of the library, and then we'll see how they work. Come on. Hello, you have a beautiful library. Just how many parts are there here to explore?
Well, let's count. There's the adult section, the Nevada room, we have study rooms, the magazines, the computer area, new books, we have a bookstore, the children's side, and the teen area. So I'd say about 9 or 10.
Oh, wow. Let's explore them now. Welcome to the adult section of the library. Right now we're in the fiction section. This is where all the adults of my kingdom come to read beautiful novels and stories and even fairy tales, as my kingdom is a well-read and cultured kingdom. And now we're in the computer section of my library. This is where my kingdom comes to research and do work, and all sorts of documents are transpired here. Let's explore. Once you have a library card, you can get on any of the computers for a certain amount of time and do all the work that you need to do. Oh, hi there. I was just reading about all the national parks in my kingdom here in the magazine section of the library. Anybody in the kingdom can come here and read up on current events or fashion or even all the other national parks here. And so apparently in my kingdom's library, we can't film in my kingdom's library without permission from my kingdom's headquarters. So we'll tell you about the rest of the library via other things. Okay, again, since we're not allowed to film in my kingdom's library, as I have lovely librarians in my kingdom's library who enforce my lovely library rules, I had one of my many servants retrieve this pamphlet for me, which tells me all the information we need to know about the Henderson libraries. I will become queen in no time, and I will keep wonderful librarians around. You know what else isn't allowed in the library? Pets! So we're going to film in the pet store. And over here, we're right next to a pet hotel, which is kind of like the library, except instead of checking out books, dogs check in and out. And if for some reason you're a dog or you get kicked out of the library for filming and you can't go there, you can have somebody get you one of these pamphlets like I had one of my servants do. It has a lot of information about the use of the library and getting a library card and all that good library stuff. Fish are quiet. You know what else is quiet? The library. And just how there are simple steps to successfully fish keeping, there are simple steps to successfully getting a library card. First, you have to sign up. And you can do that in the library or online. And when you go to sign up, you'll need to bring an ID. And if your ID doesn't have a Nevada address on it, you'll need to bring your proof of address with you. And if you want to use the computer for your library use, then you'll actually have to get a computer use card in addition to your library card. Hi. I was just reading to this little guy because sometimes it's easier to read to someone like man's best friend than just man. Like how little kids will sometimes have troubles reading, and it's mostly because of their comfortability level, like they can't read to their parents. But luckily the Henderson Library has a program called Reading with Rover where they're able to read to dogs instead of humans, and it boosts their comfortability and improves their reading skills for later on. Another reason libraries are so great is because it gives you the option to check out books instead of purchasing them. At the library here in Henderson, you can have up to 35 materials out at one time, which is way cheaper than buying 35 books. And if you don't return them, well, there are some bad things that can happen to you from libraries.
Okay, I've learned that when you don't return your materials, bad things can happen. And when you get these notices of overdue books, they're sent by email. But when it gets to be 1 month overdue, you receive a bill for the replacement cost of the materials. And after 2 weeks of billing, you get referred to, a collection service. And this will incur an additional $10 fee on your account. And payment must be made for unreturned items. You can't just replace them.
Check this out. After having all this information, there's no reason
Well, you shouldn't check into the Gibson Library today.